Aloha! For those of you watching and never been to Hawaii, let me be the first to tell you that is how we say hello and goodbye in the Great Rainbow State. My name is Scott Roark. I'm 31 years old. I'm a Navy diver in the U.S. Navy. And today I'd like to talk to you a little bit about myself and 3 people who have significantly influenced my life and have made me the man that I am today. That is my father, Mr. Rob Schmid, and my wife. We'll start with my dad. My dad was a firefighter for the Houston Fire Department for 36 years of his life. He taught me a lot about public service because there would be holidays, weekends, birthdays even, where he would not be there. He would have to be at work. So I learned that public service means that you give a part of yourself to others instead of sharing it with your own personal loved ones, which is fine. I understand that's the way it is, which is why I came into the Navy. That's why I came into the Navy, to be a sailor. Next, we have Mr. Rob Schmid. Mr. Rob Schmid was the father to one of the boys in my scout group, and he taught me a lot about life outside of a small town. And he inspired me to be a Navy diver because he was in the Navy himself, stationed here in Hawaii, and he would also be a scuba diver. So I would stay up all night listening to his sea stories at campsites and campgrounds and just awestruck at everything that he's seen and done. And I would not be a Navy diver if it wasn't for some of his sea stories. Next, we have my wife. I met my wife here in Hawaii, but she's actually not Hawaiian. She is from Michigan, not the upper, the lower. So I learned a lot about her and I'm inspired by her because she came here to Hawaii 4,000 miles away, didn't have anybody here to help her go through school full time. She needed to get a full-time job, which, if you, again, have not been to Hawaii, it's not easy to have a full-time job and be a full-time student because everything in Hawaii is very expensive. But she had to do that. She took on that task and she persevered. It took her 5 years to get her degree, but she still got it. And she taught me a lot about pushing through, moving past whatever little hurdles life might throw at you. And so I would not try to continue my education if it was not for her inspiration to see things finish what you start. So in closing, I would like to say that the 3 people who have significantly influenced my life are, again, my father, who taught me about public service, Mr. Rob Schmid, who inspired me with his love of the ocean to become a diver, and my wife, who without her, I would not be, one, the father, the husband, and the man that I am today, taking this class and becoming a great public speaker. Thank you, and aloha.